Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Skool and welcome to another Making Blue Eyes Old School. Now we've got Fissure, Hammershot and Smashing Ground. Three interesting tech cards that I could choose from to actually put in the deck. Fissure of course destroys one face-up monster with the lowest attack on your opponent's side of the field. Hammershot destroys one face-up attack position monster with the highest attack on the field. And Smash does destroy the face-up monster your opponent controls with the highest defense. If it's a tie, you get to choose. Right. Fissure is sometimes a good card, but to be honest, I think I'll put that in the side deck because you never do know. A lot of times your opponent is going to summon really huge beat stick monsters. So Hammershot will probably overtake Fissure. Smash, on the other hand, is a good card as well. But the problem is, a lot of people do not run a lot of high defense. It's more of offensive these days than defensive. So sometimes Smash is good, sometimes Smash is bad. However, Fissure, Hammershot and Smashing Ground are all good tech cards to have because your opponent's not expecting you to play a Fissure or a Hammershot. Most Yu-Gi-Oh players these days play Smashing Ground in multiples of 2 or 3, depending on what type of deck they're playing. Hammershot is an interesting card, but of course the monster has to be in face-up attack position, which usually they are. They're not going to put, one of their highest attack position monsters in defense. That would just be ridiculous. And Fissure's a good card to have because sometimes they could summon a card that's really puny, but in the damage step it gets really huge. For instance, Injection Fairy Lily. That card is really puny at first, it's only 400 attack points. But when it goes to damage step, you pay 2,000 life points and it rises by 3,000. Yeah, so sometimes Fissure, that's good. Or sometimes you've got one of the weaker monsters has a very powerful effect. So, for instance, let's say you've got a really big beat stick on the field, but it's being powered up by the weaker monster because it's got an effect to boost the stronger monster's attack points. Fissure is a better card because you want to get rid of the smaller puny monster with the powerful effect that's boosting up the highest attack position monster they've got, and then sometimes you can use your monster to just game them or overthrow it. So sometimes Fissure does come in handy for sticky situations. Hammershot's always good because if they're running big beat sticks like 2-5 beat sticks, 3k beat sticks, even higher than that Hammershot, you just play Hammershot. Your opponent's not going to expect you to play Hammershot, which is a good thing for me, to be honest. Smashing Ground's a good card as well because there's annoying defense cards. There's pesky marshmallows that are annoying me. Or they've got annoying cards that, when you summon them straight to the field, they switch to defense and they've got a ridiculous amount of defense. And they just burn you for life points or you just cannot get around it. So, in all fairness, what I'm going to do, I think specifically, is probably put Fissure in the side deck and have Hammershot and Smashing Ground. Now I need to decide if I'm going to run multiples of Hammershot and run one Smash, or multiples of Smash and one Hammershot. Because whatever I do, they're going to literally beat down the opponent. And the reason for the old school Blue Eyes deck is the fact of you want to beat down your opponent. You do not want to give your opponent a chance to get one over on you, because if you lose your Blue Eyes or you lose your big beat cards, you need something to come back with, or if you want to proceed to game, you need something like a Hammershot or a Smashing Ground in your hand. So I will play test around with, see which ones I think, but to be honest, these two cards are very good, and hopefully it will make a bit of a difference. But in all fairness, I may even sometimes side out the Hammershot and put in the Fissure. So then sometimes their monster goes bye-bye and they can go Smash. So it's all play testing, who knows. It's going to work because I love playing old school Blue Eyes, and using old school beat stick cards is the way to go. And these three cards so far are the best ones I've found. So, hopefully these work, but I'll start play testing. So please tell me what you think. What cards would you kind of use, out of these three? This is Mr. Skool signing out. And remember, only real men use Waterpon.